The core of the problem was the immense disparity between the country's productive capacity and the ability of people to consume. Great innovations in productive techniques during and after the war raised the output of industry beyond the purchasing capacity of U.S. farmers and wage earners. Although it hails from a remote region of the western Himalayas, this plant now looks entirely at home on the banks of English rivers, and the colonized river banks and damp woodlands. In the Himalayas the plant is held in check by various pests, but take these away and it grows and reproduces unhindered. Global warming is defined as an increase in the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere. This trend began in the middle of the 20th century and is one of the major environmental concerns of scientists and governmental officials worldwide. The changes in temperature result mostly from the effect of increased concentrations of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. What produce these effects are familiar to neuroscientists: external lights and dark signals that help set our daily rhythms, clock genes that act as internal timekeepers, and neurons that signal to one another through connections called synapses. The classic era of Mayan came to an end around 980. Why this happened is unclear. The cities were probably over-farming the land, so that a period of drought led to famine. Recent geological research support this, as there appears to have been a 200-year drought around time. The information session is a 45-minute presentation conducted by an admission representative. Immediately following the session is a 90-minute walking tour of the campus led by a student ambassador. Walking tours of the campus generally include classroom buildings, a residence hall room, dining hall and the student union. Scholars build their own personal libraries to support not only particular projects but also general reading in their field. They buy or make photocopies of materials when possible, so they can consult them frequently, mark pages and write annotation on them. Tissues are grouped in the body to form organs. These include the brain, heart, lungs, kidneys, and liver. Each body organ has a specific shape and is made up of different types of tissue that work together. For example, the heart consists mainly of a specialized type of muscle tissue. Smoke from Australia's Black Summer bushfires of 2019 to 2020, which burnt through 18 million hectares of land, produced the phytoplankton bloom larger than the entire country of Australia located in Southern Ocean. With the help of newly discovered skulls and skeletons that were unearthed in North America, Brazil in recent years, researchers have demonstrated that a group of dinosaurs are the closest relatives of pterosaurs. Today, telecommunication is widespread and devices that assist the progress are common in many parts of the world. There is also a vast array of networks that connect these devices, including computers, telephone, and cable networks. If countries can specialize in certain goods, they can benefit from economies of scale and lower average cost. This is especially true in the industry with high fixed costs that require a high level of investment. The benefits of the economy of scale will ultimately lead to lower prices for consumers and greater efficiency for exporting firms. Have you ever pictured a world without light? Just think how much we rely on man-made light sources in our lives. Without engineers, we couldn't be able to live the way we do. No street lights, no TV, no computer display, no house lights. Engineers design and build all these things, and they also design, build and run the electricity systems that power all these light sources. Shrimp farmers used to hold animals in nursery ponds for 30 to 60 days. Now they try to move them into grow-out ponds in less than 30 days. This reduces stress on the animals and dramatically increases survivals in the grow-out ponds. Many farms that abandoned nursery ponds have gone back to them, and the results have been surprisingly positive. The national study into fraud by bookkeepers employed at small and medium-sized businesses has uncovered 65 instances of theft in more than 5 years, with more than $31 million stolen. Of the cases identified by the research, 56 involved women and 9 instances involved men. However, male bookkeepers who defrauded their employed stole 3 times, on average, the amount that women stole. The physical location of a restaurant in the competitive landscape of the city is long been known as a major factor in its likely success or failure. Once restaurants are established in such environments, they can do little about their location. All they can do is work to improve customer access to their premises. If the dream is to turn this palm-fringed corner of Hainan into a tourist trap comparable to Florida's Bonnie Space Coast, there is still a lot to do. Several idle building sites suggest that some investors have gambled rashly. Signs have been down from a patch of scrub that was once earmarked for an amusement center. Parents can demonstrate while the child is still very young that TV is a medium to be used selectively. They can quite literally point children in the direction of informative, educational programs. There are some remarkable things for a preschooler to see and enjoy on television, and parents can impart the wonders of it while discouraging undesirable programs. Parents of young children should remember that while television undoubtedly does, through its better programs at least, provide preschoolers with considerable useful information, it doesn't make them or improve their school performance. At the end of this year, we will launch the Cup class boats. So these will be about twice the power. The sailors are down in cockpits, unlike today. A lot of power is being generated by these grinders that are providing hydraulic power, and that energy is being used to control the flying surface.